Do you feel like you're overwhelmed with new staff members or maybe current staff members and constantly following up over and over and over and micromanaging Now, when it comes to accountability, this is vitally important for your team to have a healthy culture so that they know that if they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing or they're slacking off, that you can go back and see exactly what they have done each day, the different actions, whether it's send out text or call or follow up. This again is so that you're not micromanaging, but in the back of their mind, that they know that you're able to go back into these records and see exactly what they are doing and when they did it. Now, a real big component in this is also creating SOPs so they know what to do. Maybe they might not know what they're doing, and so you think that they're not doing something, but maybe they just don't know what they are doing. So create those SOPs. That is very vital, very important. But at the same time, once they're created, those systems and processes, then you create accountability. So you're able to go back in. So you want a system that's able to show every piece of activity that staff member is doing. So in FitPro Tracker, when you create a staff member, whether it's a manager, sales, or coach, you're able to see all actions that are being accomplished and being done in the system. So how do you create accountability? Well, first, you want to be able to have your staff call out of the system so you can log those calls. But what's also important is that those calls are recorded so you can go back and listen to each call and then be able to help coach your sales team or your staff, whoever is making those calls, so that they know that they can't, say anything bad to that client, or if they're in the sales call, that they can get coached and you can listen to that call and say, hey, you know what? You might want to tweak this, or you might want to say this, but at the same time, you want to be able to have a log of all the calls that are being made by your staff. The reason why that's important is I talked with the gym owner. He thought his staff was making the calls. He thought his sales team was actually making the calls on their personal phone or the landline, and they weren't. So when he started logging these calls, he found out my sales team isn't making those calls. So guess what? He was able to pull that information and he was able to correct the situation. I believe he actually let them go. So that is why it's vitally important to be able to see all the calls that are being made and then recorded inside a system that FitPro Tracker can do. The next is email. Now, this is important because in email, you want to be able to see the different emails that are going back and forth, the communication that's going back and forth between your staff, your facility, and your clients, whether they're leads, members, prospects. So you want to be able to have a calling, an email, and then second is SMS, third is SMS. SMS is vital because that has a better open rate than email. But at the same time, you don't want your staff and your sales team to be emailing and texting off their personal phones or their personal email addresses, because you want to hold that communication. That communication is vital. That information is your information that you're paying for. Those leads are coming in, those memberships are communicating. You want to have it all in one place. This creates accountability. All lines of communication are going to one system. Now, remember, when it comes to your different systems and you have leads flowing in, so you have your inbound leads, but then from there, you want to be able to have those leads go right into a system like FitPro Tracker, and it creates the profile automatically. So you're not asking your team over and over, hey, did you put this person in? Hey, did you put them into the system? Hey, did you manually put them in? You just let the system receive it, automatically put it in. So now you're not having to follow up over and over with that staff member. Then you have the system automatically put them into a campaign. So that lead comes in, creates a profile, automatically puts them into a marketing campaign with SMS, email, and staff follow-ups. And then last is the staff follow-up. So that lead automatically goes in, it goes into the campaign starts, text message, email, follow-ups. Then when that lead responds to that campaign, boom, that staff member gets notified via text message and email. It is right there inside the system, and you can see how it works. You let the system do the work for you. So then you're not having to follow up with your staff. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, did you put that lead into the system? Hey, have you texted them? Have you emailed them? What day are they on? You let the system do it for you. Then you don't have to micromanage your staff. If you want more tips and tricks, we're always here for you. Again, it's Awesome with FitPro Tracker. Look forward to helping you and growing your business. Have a wonderful day.